But then after 2007,
Mhm.
I mean, from what you're saying, it just kind of cooled off, right? Like,
Right. So what my whole business model at that time was you know it's all going to be downhill. Everybody's like, it's downhill from here, but downhill in an easy way. So the analogy was, if you pedal up the hill, you can coast afterwards.
right?
And you can
Okay.
just stop working.
That's so funny because in our world of recovery, like we're sober
Yeah,
guys, you know, they talk about the work that you do in recovery, and
yeah.
they say you can only coast in one direction, and that's downhill.
That's
Which is
funny.
Absolutely the opposite.
right. No, but meaning you don't want to coast.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So
fuck
you don't want to
coasting.
go. So you have to keep working.
Yeah.
What they don't tell you is that you coast, totally fine. You coast. There's another hill.
Right.
So you gotta
Right.
keep going. But even I was telling my wife, like, it got so bad, I didn't live with my wife like for like 3 years. And because I was like, if you live with me, I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to my career.
Oh.
And I was like, you gotta live in a different house, everything. And it was so crazy. It
How
was
much
just
of that was a smokescreen for like
all
just,
of it. All of it.
Right.
All of it was just like, I can't be held. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
you know what I mean? It was just like, there's no way for me to maintain this lifestyle. There's no way for me to, I always tell people the hardest thing about being number one is staying number one.
Sure.
So I was so upheld with that. I was just like, nothing else can come into my life right now.
Right.
And I was already married for fucking 4 years. And I was just like, you gotta stay in a different city. And I can't
So
pay
it started
attention.
out different house, and then it had to be different city.
Just the whole thing. So I was just like, okay, nobody can talk to me. Don't nobody talk to me. I need to stay number one. Nothing needs to fuck with me right now. And then turns out it was me that was fucking with me.
What up, you guys? It's Wolf Sage. Welcome to Daydream, where daydream, they drip, and when they drip, they create. It's all a process. But what up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're back here talking about T-Pain. I love T-Pain. T-Pain is one of my favorite artists. Like, just from I'm in love with a stripper to, I even like what is that song called? She made me feel so good. I didn't want myself. Or if I was someone else, say yeah, something like that. I can never remember that song, but T-Pain is a legend, the auto-tune king. I know there was people before that did it auto-tune before him, but honestly, like, this guy is just amazing, and I'm always honored. I'm always honored to be able to hear what he has to say, because he has had a career where I literally, for like 4 or 5 years, he's the only him and Wayne were the ones that I mostly heard on the radio. Like, you heard either Wayne on the hook, or you either heard Wayne on the hook, or you heard Kanye or T-Pain. Like, it's insane. But yeah, just being able to hear him talk about the struggles of the time of when, Jay-Z's DOA came out, and him also finding out that he was spending his money not really not really responsibly, not really being responsible with keeping his money together, just and even in this clip, him saying that he has to separate from his wife. It's just, it's insane. So I think we can learn a lot of lessons with this. He was right. When you're at the top or you're at this pinnacle, a lot of people think that, hey, you need to, like, if you could just, make this one great thing, or this one, huge successful thing that can, like, keep you going, keep you going. We see with situations like that where, that stuff just is impossible. There's a lot of people that, they'll have a hit, but through him and everything, you can have this great hit, you can have this great project, you can have this great piece of art that everyone loves, and it's selling hundreds of thousands of dollars. But if you yourself don't know how to manage that money, don't know how to manage that wealth, like he was saying, and he said in other clips, he was buying like Lamborghinis and, Bugattis and, new houses and everything. And, his people weren't, keeping up with it. His finance people weren't even thinking like, hey, what if he decides to stop spending money? Or he wasn't thinking, hey, what if I stop making money like tomorrow? What if, anything, God forbid, happens and I can't make any more money? It was just that spinning. That's what happens when you get hot, when you get that fire and stuff. It's just people are like, hey, I want you, I'll pay this, I'll pay that. And it can be very intoxicating. I completely understand him if he's like, yeah, getting 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 here and there for doing this and that, just right. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen this clip before. He was talking, I think he said it on the Drink Champs. He said he wrote both the hooks for Plies', Shorty and what was it, Flow Riders Low. He did both those hooks in the same night, just be in the studio, just coming up with stuff. So that's even amazing. And then so it's just like, yeah, you getting paid to do all that. That's just, of course he was going to go crazy. So like, having to deal with that and dealing with everyone from Usher and all of them saying like, hey, you kind of destroyed music, and then, having that whole back and forth with Jay-Z, because, Jay-Z wasn't dissing them, but he was like dissing the people that, are trying to take T-Pain's flow, even though later on, his flow, the whole auto-tune would just be used by everyone, everyone. I don't even have to name names. Like, go on Spotify and click, just say auto-tune or some shit like that, or go on Google and say what artist uses auto-tune, what famous artist uses auto-tune, and you'll probably come up with like top 20 artists probably on the Billboard. But yeah, it was just like the fact that he had to like he thought that, one thing that's wild about this is the fact that he thought that him being around his wife was stopping him. Like, I don't know if it was like, yeah, when I'm around my wife, I'm just like, I just want to party. I just want to, have this and that. I understand being in relationships is, it can be distracting sometimes because you have to give your all to someone, especially, that's his wife. He has kids with her. It's kind of like, you should want to have some connection to that significant other. But it was, I'm glad he saw that it was him. It was the drugs. It was the party. It was, him self-consciously, pushing people away and not seeing that, hey, he needs to change. He needs to do better. He needs to, change some stuff so he can turn, this blessing that he's gotten into, something great. Not many people, especially with him, like him doing that whole auto-tune thing. A lot of people do auto-tune, but he took it and he like, that's his. No matter if the guy that invented auto-tune don't want to admit it, T-Pain made auto-tune what it is today. The sound, the voice, him as a black man, him as a, creative it's just insane. He'll always be an icon in like creation history, not just music history and American history and human history, but that's like, if you think about all the things that have been created, like like he's going to be in the list, whether it's 100 or 100,000 or whatever, he is in that book. So, I think at least in the music category and even in life category, like T-Pain, he has shown some stuff. So for him to go through the whole shit and just taking a new step forward, really, I like what he's been doing. I like, that he's giving out more secrets, with the industry, because a lot of people don't know when you're making all this money and like you have all these opportunities and it, you're getting famous and you could sleep with anyone. You can do this, do that. It's easy to get, caught up. It's easy to, get caught in the wave of the sauce and all this craziness that's life. I get it. It's intoxicating. I can't even say that if I got, the money and stuff that I wouldn't, splurge a little bit. But honestly, I'm at a point in my life where like, I don't really need that much. And by the time I did get what I want, it's not going to cost me like millions and millions of dollars, No, you never see opportunity, always trying to create stuff. So you never know. I'd at least use my millions for, some like impactful shit. You know, I'd make some artwork that like, who that I'd want people on the Mars to be able to see, you know. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. That's just creative in me. I just wanted to talk about this clip just because, you know, watching T-Pain go through all this stuff and seeing his experience and seeing older, you know, artists experience, whether it's, art or design, whatever, music, whatever platform or medium we use, it's always good to get, you know, some ideas, because we learn, you know, we get to learn some stuff that we could be able to take into our own society, into our own, you know, world, you know. That's what we need. We need more of that stuff. We need more people to tell us things to prepare us for the future. You know, as they said, it's the next generation that's going to take over. And if they aren't well prepared or equipped, you could say goodbye to, you know, the future, the past, whatever you're trying to hold on to, you know. So, you know, thank you guys for listening. This is Wolf Sage. This is Daydream Wolf. Please, thank you for watching this. This is Daydream. Please like, subscribe, comment, click that bell, you know, share it, please. Just get help with the algorithm, you know, get the message out there. I'm just trying to create a platform where we can, you know, explore some things, and hopefully one day something big is going to, you know, emerge from this, you know, all this hard work and all this, you know, brainstorming and everything, you know. So this is Daydream, you know, welcome to Daydream, where they dream, they drip, and when they drip, they create. It's all a process, you guys. Please click some of the links down there if you want some affiliates with TubeBuddy. You know, TubeBuddy has helped me get, you know, my page going, and I'm still learning it. So, you know, we're all in a process of, you know, making stuff better. But I hope once people see, you know, the progress and everything, they, you know, follow suit, you know. So click those links, click those affiliate links, you know, check out more of the videos, and, you know, you all have a great day. Y'all be good. Peace.